this is Zippy and welcome to my channel Life Admin 365 and welcome to today's meal prep video. I stepped out at the end of last week and buy a bunch of things and now my refrigerator is completely stocked up. I need to get these veggies prepped ASAP so that nothing goes to waste. Some of these veggies will be used this week, some will be stored in the freezer for use at a later time. But before starting veggie prep, I am going to share with you what I have planned for this week's lunches and dinners, as well as show you how I'm preparing today's lunch and today's dinner. Kids have been eating cereal and milk for the last few days and they wanted something different. I realized that we were completely out of pancakes, so what I did was prepare the pancakes as soon as I woke up. Kids ate pancakes for breakfast and I made a bunch more that I could freeze for later use. Now that pancakes are out of the way, I am ready to prepare today's lunch and dinner. So let me share with you how I'm going to approach today's meal prep. I'm first washing and rinsing and soaking 2 cups of matki in about 4 cups of water. Then I'm soaking 3 cups of rice in 6 cups of water. I'm going to soak these overnight and then grind them to prepare neer dosa. Time to prepare lunch. I am blanching 1 pound of spinach in about 4 or 5 cups of hot water. I blanch spinach for about 2 to 3 minutes from the time water comes to boil after the addition of spinach. Turn off the heat and remove the blanched spinach. Once it's completely cooled, grind it to form a smooth paste. I am using this ground paste to prepare today's lunch, which is spinach chole. Preparing chole is going to be very easy because I already have my pre-prepped multi-purpose curry masala as well as pressure cooked and frozen and now thawed out chickpeas. Process is very simple. To thawed out multi-purpose curry masala, add blanched pureed spinach and saute for couple minutes. Add 2 tablespoons ginger garlic paste, mix and saute for another minute or 2. Add 1 teaspoon red chili powder, mix well, cover and cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Uncover, add water to adjust consistency, followed by the addition of 2 cups of previously cooked chickpeas. Add water, cover and cook for some more time, uncover, then add garam masala, lemon juice, adjust the taste with a little bit of salt if needed, bring it to a simmer, and it's ready. Next step is to prepare roti dough for today's lunch as well as enough for us to last for the next 2 to 3 days. I'm rolling out the rotis and roasting them on the tawa. I've also prepared rice on the side and our lunch is ready. Hot rotis with spinach chole and rice on the side. Yum! After lunch and a short break, it's time to get back to the remaining meal prep. First, I am preparing paneer from whole milk. Heating half a gallon of whole milk and curdling it with 6 tablespoons of lemon juice. Once curdled, separating the curds from the whey by straining it over a kitchen towel. Tying up paneer, wringing out as much whey as possible and saving the liquid whey. Using part of the liquid whey for preparing aloo parathas. In my stand mixer, I have 4 cups of whole wheat flour to which I am adding 1 cup of liquid whey, 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon red chili powder, 1 teaspoon crushed kasuri methi and salt per taste. Adding liquid whey as needed to form the dough. Just before starting kneading, I had put potatoes for pressure cooking and just as the dough was ready, the potatoes were ready as well. Open the pressure cooker once pressure had released naturally. Peeling potatoes and dividing them into 2 portions. A smaller portion with medium cut which I'm saving for preparing bhaji, and the larger second portion, mashing it up and dividing it into 2 portions, saving 1/2 of the mashed potatoes for making paneer aloo parathas and seasoning the other half of the mashed potatoes with Dabeli Masala, salt, sugar and oil for making Dabeli in the upcoming week. Time to prepare stuffing for parathas. To 1.5 cups of freshly prepared paneer, I'm adding chopped cilantro, crushed kasuri methi, salt, mashed potatoes, followed by red chili powder and salt per taste. Adding this mixture to a large bowl containing 3/4 cups of chickpea flour or besan. Then mixing all the ingredients together. Mixture felt a bit loose, so added another 1/4 cup of besan. Portioned and rolled out the paratha dough into small rounds. Added paneer aloo mixture to each of these mini dough rounds and pull the dough around the mixture to enclose it. Repeating the process for the remaining to get 8 such stuffed balls. Rolling each ball into round parathas and roasting them on heated griddle. Applying butter as needed for roasting. Pressing and turning the parathas, especially along the edges, to cook them thoroughly. Repeating the process and roasting the remaining parathas. I serve the prepared parathas with yogurt and ketchup and pickle on the side. Once dinner was done, it was time to prep the veggies. But I was really not up to it. I was very tired and I still had to clean my kitchen. So took a break and called it a night. Monday was an early dismissal day, so I came home right around lunchtime and prepared lunch for my family. For lunch, I made neer dosa with batata rasa bhaji. Ground up the soaked rice with half cup grated fresh coconut, salt and minimum amount of water to get a smooth batter, saving half of the prepared batter for later use. To make rasa bhaji, I'm first cutting up a jumbo onion. We'll use 1/3 or 1/4 of this portion for bhaji and refrigerating the remaining portion for later use. Preparing bhaji hardly took any time. Prepared tadka of mustard seeds, cumin seeds, hing in hot oil. Then added in chopped onions, turmeric, red chili powder and mixed well. Then adding in crushed tomatoes and giving everything a good stir. Then adding in cubed potatoes, water and frozen green peas and mixing it well. By the way, these are the same potatoes that I prepped yesterday. Since these are already cooked, all I need to do is bring the rasa to a simmer, adjust the taste with salt and jaggery, turn off the heat and garnishing with chopped cilantro and it's ready. I started preparing neer dosa side by side of bhaji, diluting the remaining batter with about 3.5 to 4 times water to get a very runny and thin batter. This is neer dosa batter. Neer dosa is a hit or miss if you don't have the griddle heated and oiled correctly. So make sure tawa surface is really clean and it's hot and well oiled. You want it well oiled, not oily. Batter will crackle as it's being poured on the hot tawa and a good neer dosa will have a mesh-like structure. Neer dosa is soft and not crunchy and perfect for scooping up rasa bhaji. This is one of my top comfort foods, neer dosa with batata rasa bhaji. After resting, it's time to prep the veggies and then make tonight's dinner. Starting with green beans. I have about 1 pound of green beans, part of which I will use sometimes this week and the remaining I will freeze for later use. Trimming off both the ends and cutting the beans into small uniform pieces as possible and saving a handful of full beans for making tonight's dinner. Transferring the cut up beans in a bowl filled with tap water and 3 to 4 tablespoons of lemon juice or vinegar and soaking for 5 to 10 minutes. While the cut up beans are hanging in water, I am cutting cauliflower into medium sized florets, transferring the cut up cauliflower florets into fresh water and lemon juice and letting them sit for 5 to 10 minutes. I am also using the center core stem of the cauliflower, removing its outer covering and using the inner core. Transferring the rinsed out florets to a towel for air drying, which already has cut up green beans drying. After about 5 to 10 minutes of air drying, I am transferring part of cauliflower florets and cut up beans on a separate baking dish and flash freezing them for about 30 to 45 minutes. Then transferring the remaining in paper lined containers and refrigerating. Next, I am prepping several veggies, picking on cilantro bunch and saving both leaves and stems, chopping up lettuce bunch, rinsing both cilantro and cut up lettuce the same way as the previous veggies and air drying on towel. Then transferring them to a paper lined container and refrigerating them. I love my salad spinach. It gets rid of most of the water after rinsing and air drying veggies hardly takes any time. In fact, lettuce can go directly from the spinner bowl to the storage container. Last on the meal prep list are carrots. Trimming off both backs and tops, discarding the back ends and saving the tops. Cutting the tops into small matchstick-like pieces and saving them aside with tiny cauliflower florets and green beans. I will use these in my vegetable upma, which is our tonight's dinner. Storing the trimmed carrots in a paper towel lined container and refrigerating them. Taking out flash frozen cauliflower florets and cut up green beans and placing them in a freezer safe reusable silicone bag and putting them in the freezer. That's it for veggies. They are prepped and I'm set for the week. On to making tonight's dinner. It's simple veg upma. First step is roasting suji or semolina. I'm roasting 3 cups of suji in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. Typically, I prefer to roast suji in ghee, but this week I'm running a little bit low on ghee and I want to save it for a dal and rice meal, so I'm skipping ghee and using oil for roasting instead. And half of this roasted suji I will use for preparing upma and the other half I'm saving it for later use. Next, I'm preparing tadka. To hot oil, I'm adding mustard seeds, cumin seeds, hing, followed by chopped onions and freshly cut veggies from earlier prep. Sauteing the veggies until they sweat. Then adding in red chili powder and salt per taste. Giving it a good stir and covering and cooking the veggies for a few minutes. In that time, I'm heating about 3.5 cups of water in my electric kettle, then uncovering and giving veggies a good stir once more. Adding in roasted suji and giving it a thorough mix. Turning heat to low and adding boiling water to suji and cooking it on low heat until all of the water has been absorbed by suji. Ideally, this wouldn't pass as upma in my family as it's missing curry leaves, whole red chilies and urad dal. How I forgot to add these is besides me. But trust me, I will get sharp comments from my family, especially my aunts. Oh well, it is what it is. Uncovering and garnishing it with chopped cilantro. That's it guys, I'm done with today's meal prep. And here is a quick look at few of the meals that I made in this week. Matki usar with green beans and roti and palak paneer with roti and rice. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, do give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe to my channel for more such meal planning, meal prepping, recipe and home organization videos. See you all in the next one.